Hello, everybody. Welcome to Grace on Fire. And we are so honored and blessed, deeply honored, to be here today with Dr. Vasanth Vijay Maharaj, and affectionately known as His Holiness or Guru Dev. Let's give a warm and gracious welcome to Dr. Vasanth. Thank you. This is truly a great honor. I want to thank Mira Jan for bringing Guru Dev to our wonderful town of Salt Lake City. We have been so blessed. He is not easily accessible to the world, so we are very fortunate. A Guru Dev, His Holiness, he has been appointed the ambassador of peace by the United Nations. He is also the winner of the Public Peace Prize in 2015. He holds 9 Guinness World Records, and there's so much more to say, but I am going to let him talk. So I'd like to ask you a question, Guru Dev. What does it mean to be self-realized?
The whole world is looking the materials, and every man's vision is totally materialized. But if anyone turns his vision towards his inner side, and if he understands body will die, but his soul is immortal and he is living forever in many births, and he can get any birth to understand the universal law of birth, and by that a man who realizes about the body chakras, by blooming that chakras, who get energized will called realized.
Thank you, Guru Dev. Thank you. Well, we will all be working on our chakras, and I know that Guru Dev is someone who can help us to open those chakras and become self-realized. And I have another question for you, Guru Dev. You have been 8 years in the Himalayan mountains with yogis that are 100, 200 years old, I've been told, and you've gained knowledge and secrets from these yogis. We would love to know if you could share some of that knowledge that you had gained over 8 years. I know we only have a little bit of time, but if you could share in a nutshell some of those wonderful messages you received and impart that to all of us.
I was in Himalayan caves, in the deep places of Himalayan mountains for many years. I saw many powerful yogis in that mountains. I met one very powerful yogi. When I met, he was 232 years old. He practices the yoga, and he ever stands in the eyes up to the neck. Whenever he wants to come out, he starts the yoga practice in mind. Immediately he creates an heat, and by that heat he melts the whole ice, and the ice becomes water, and he comes from that ice. I saw and astonished this yoga practice, and I requested him to teach me all the yoga knowledge, and by the grace of God he accepted that, and I started to practice with his assistancy, and I got many good things in the life. At first I realized very powerfully, I am not a body. A body is mine, but I am not a body. I realized that. After that I saw they have very magical powers. Even they can fly everywhere where they like. And I learned many things from them. At first I learn the pronunciation of the letters. Every letter should be pronounced in the different way in a different part of the mouth. And in a common world, every man pronounces the words in a very common way. He don't know how should he pronounce the words and the letters, because every letter travels in different angles and every letter travels towards the upper layer of the galaxy. From there a reaction starts to the universe. If we talk in a proper way, we can create many good reactions in the universe. I learned there the mantra practices, the tantra practices, the yantra practices. By the help of the copper plates, we are drawing many geographical designs which creates the powerful energy towards the universe, by which we can stop the rain, start the rain, stop the storm, start the storm. Many things we can do good for the universe. I learned many things from them. Even from there I gone to Varanasi, the ancient city of India, where millions of gods and temples are there to realize ourselves, where I learned many things. In the city of Varanasi, I learned the practices of inner realization, and I learned many things there. I think a little time is not enough to describe all the things, but I can say one thing: India is the treasure of inner realization. If anybody enters in India, and if they have a thirst, they will get 100% the water and the nectar of realization.
Thank you, Gurudev. Beautiful. And to have learned all those things from ancient and sacred people and yogis, and you bringing that out to the world and to all of us, what an amazing gift we have been bestowed by His Holiness. I have another question for you. You promote peace, and of course, you were the winner of the Public Peace Prize in 2015. And this is what you have said is one of the biggest things that we can do, is to promote peace. And I would love for you to share what your message that you're bringing around to the world, to the entire planet, about promoting peace and what we can all do, our part in that promoting of peace.
I saw everywhere now the technology has improved. Education is more improved. In the olden days, we have BCom, Bachelor of Science, and some such like education. Now we have very special business administration education and many things. But if you see, before 40 years, people are less educated but more obedient. Now education is improved but obedience is very less. What happened with this education? This education teached people to earn money, but everybody become disobedient. I thought there should be a syllabus which should teach the love to people. I designed one syllabus. I named it Peace Education. I got a copyright in 180 countries as my personal intellectual property for that education. I am trying to promote all that syllabus in every country. Even I met the Attorney General of Salt Lake City. I got a warm welcome from the Governor of Salt Lake City, because they know I am trying to promote the peace. They given a certificate of welcome to me to Salt Lake City, and even Attorney General appointed me as a special agent of Utah State. And I like to promote peace in schools, because children are the pillars of the future. If our children has love, then whole universe will be peaceful. Peace is nothing. Peace starts with love. Peace walks with love and peace ends with love. Love is peace, peace is love. So I want to promote the peace through the love. So I designed one education which has 5 agendas. Agenda for students, agenda for teachers, agenda for principals, agenda for children, agenda for policy makers. I have a very strong syllabus, and I even met the Pope John Paul and even the Pope Benedict to both to discuss, to promote the peace education towards all over the world. And I am trying to do this at any way. My message to the world is, our life is very little like a water bubble in front of this very big galaxy, very huge time machine. We are crossed millions of years as human beings, but we have only 100 years maximum to live. Within this small time, why should we fight? Why should we hate? Why should we hatred? In this small time, a little time what we have to promote love. We have to love everybody. The little life what we have should be spent in a lovable way. This is my message to the world.
So inspiring. So inspiring. We are so honored to have you here, and those messages, and to take that into our life. And we support this curriculum for you to bring that into and create that balance of education and the intellect, but also the heart and the love that you will bring into the families, the higher educations, and one person at a time. And we are blessed as the people here and the people that are able and blessed to be in contact and have your influence on them and to be in person here. So we are so honored. We're so blessed. Thank you so much for this time, Dr. Vasanth. And we just honor you and we bless you and we thank you so much. And do you have any final words before we conclude this interview?
Yes. I am from the southern part of India. The Krishnagiri where I born has a miraculous energy where I got some instructions from the spiritual forces, and I started to construct a spiritual center which is constructed with 200,000 glass pieces, and we like to promote peace from that center. If anybody likes to come to India, I love to invite everybody to my center to enjoy the nectar of peace and love. God bless all. Om Jai Parshvanath.
Jai Jai Thank you so much. Sure. Yes.
Okay, I think.
Okay, we have this a beautiful request. Okay, our respectful salutation in the divine feet of His Holiness. May I just read this?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can end like that because we have to
Oh.
honor and respect His Holiness.
Okay, we are going to end with this respectful salutation at the divine feet of His Holiness. Glory be to His Holiness. We are enlightened to hear you. Today, His Holiness.
Jai Jai.
Jai Jai Gurudev.
Thank you all for coming. Have a beautiful day. Blessed day. Thank you, Guru Dev.